Hi guys, Harry here from the Art Gear Guide. Thanks very much for joining me today. As you can tell by the title, I have a little bit of news to bring to you. I'm also kind of like, I don't really do this very often where I sit down and talk to you guys, but I'm also kind of hoping for some sort of advice. I'm not a businessman. I'm not a very intellectual person or anything like that. I'm not academically minded. I was a soldier. That was it. So things like this are very new to me, and I don't really know how to handle them. And so perhaps maybe some advice from you guys that have got experience in the outside world, the civilian world, you might be able to help me out a bit. But the news is, obviously, I'm not writing reviews for Colour Pencil magazine anymore. I received an email, not last night, the night before, saying that they wanted to cut ties with me. They didn't want me to write reviews for them anymore, that they were very upset with me, and I think they disappointed. They were very disappointed with me. And so I contacted them yesterday. I mean, like, there was a lot of contact going back and forth after that email, which I'll get into in a second with you, and the reason why they wanted to let me go. But I contacted them because ordinarily, if you guys on the Art Gear Guide, on my YouTube channel and stuff like that, is that a bit wonky? That sorry. If you guys didn't know, I wrote for Colour Pencil magazine. I wouldn't need to make this video at all. It would be irrelevant. But I've just spent the last 16 months or whatever it's been saying to you guys, go across, subscribe to Colour Pencil magazine. I think it's a fantastic magazine and stuff like that, which I do. I still do. None of that has changed, and I firmly still believe everything I've always said about the magazine. But I didn't think that it was right that I not be writing reviews there anymore, and all of a sudden you guys get your magazines and there's no more reviews from me, which wouldn't be the end of the world. I understand that, but at the end of the day, there's no explanation or anything like that. I think it would be very disingenuous of me to do that. And so I contacted the magazine yesterday, I think it was, or the day before. I can't remember. Yesterday, I think it was. Just saying to them, listen, how do you want to announce this? Because obviously it has to be announced. I felt that they should be the ones that should take the lead in this. Because I didn't want any damage or anything like that coming back in the magazine. I didn't want anything coming back on me. I wanted the whole thing to be just done and dusted and that be it. And I thought that they would best know how to deal with it. But I haven't received a reply from them. I did say in the email that whatever the announcement is, it has to be that you guys let me go, because I'm not going to say that I walked away from something, because I didn't. And I've never lied to you yet, and I'm not going to start lying. So long as the announcement was that, I didn't care how it was done or when it was done or anything like that. But there's been no getting back to me at all, and so therefore I have a responsibility to you guys, and so I've had to then just do this on my own. And that's why I'm asking for advice and stuff like that. I don't know whether this is the right thing to do, the wrong thing to do. I have no idea. But I have to do something. So anyway, what happened was, about a month ago, I got contacted by the magazine, Sally, and she asked me if I wanted to do a live stream, a live Q&A, a collaboration between Colour Pencil magazine and the Art Gear Guide. She would be the moderator inside in the chat room. I would be on the camera doing the thing. And I was over the moon for it. I was dead excited. It was something I'd always wanted to do. I'd never done a live stream on YouTube. I'd watched plenty of them. I'd done live streams on Instagram. And I assumed that the two platforms would be very similar. And so I was kind of like, right, okay, when we'll do it? In the next couple of days or something like that? And Sally said, no, let's leave it for a little bit. Give time to put out advertising, make sure enough people know about it and stuff like that. So I think we agreed about 10 days, I think it was, after we had first spoke about it. And so that gave me time to, get used to the platform. But as it turned out, I didn't have the right equipment. I thought this camcorder would be sufficient. I thought the camcorder that was built into my MacBook Pro would be sufficient, but it wasn't. I had to buy a video capture card. I bought about 3 of those, but and they're all like about £100 each. But I kept buying the wrong one. But all of those issues were my own fault. Not looking at the right stuff, not getting the right information. It was nothing at all to do with Colour Pencil magazine. It was all down to me. And so I on the day of the actual review, I ended up just using my phone. So we had everything set up. Now I got another thing wrong. Initially, Sally had said to me 7 p.m. That's when we'll do the live stream. But I assumed, because I was the one that was doing the talking and stuff like that it was 7 p.m. UK time. But it wasn't. Sally had meant 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I went ahead and done a live stream at 7 p.m. UK time. Sally wasn't in the chat room, which she wouldn't have been because she wasn't expecting it because 7 p.m. my time was probably about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon their time. And then obviously... but I originally thought that the reason why Sally hadn't got in was because she was maybe having technical difficulties, whatever. So then Sally contacted me and said, no, listen, I meant 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which for me was midnight. So I was, but by this time I'd done an hour live stream. I'd spent all day trying to get equipment and stuff like that set up and trying all sorts of combinations to get the live stream having proper audio using my microphone and proper HD imaging on this camcorder and stuff like that. So I was really tired. But it was everything up until that point was my fault. My mistakes, my naivety, my stupidity, all of it. So I said, yeah, right, okay. So we sat down, we done the live stream. At the end of the live stream, we had a great time. Lots of people joined in. At the end of it then, I got an email from Colour Pencil magazine saying, fantastic, great work, brilliant. And so I went to bed. The next day I seen this comment in the comment section from a lady say, and the comment started, what the hell? And that kind of got my back up. And then she started going on about the fact that throughout the live stream, on 2 occasions and at the beginning of the thing, I took some medication. Now when I say I took medication, I've got medication here, I'm going to demonstrate it. Right, you can hear me. I opened a thing. I had a tablet in my hand, and I was talking to someone. And literally, this is the way it was. I would be talking to someone for a bit, and then I would do that. I took a tablet, took a drink of water, and then just carried on talking. Now, there was an occasion when I actually took the tablet, and I apologized. I said, "Excuse me, I have to apologize. I've got to take some medication." And also right at the very beginning of the stream, what had happened was I had scheduled the stream for 12 o'clock midnight. So I got all the software and stuff like that and on YouTube, because you can schedule, when you're using your phone, you can actually schedule the what time the stream's going to start at. So I got my phone set up on the tripod and stuff like that, and I assumed that it was just going to start at 12 o'clock midnight. So I had pressed the button on the phone to get it all set up, but that automatically opened up the stream, and so people started coming in. And so while I was getting set up, I had also taken a little bit of medication. And when I say medication here, I'm talking about taking tablets. I'm not talking about injecting myself or anything like that. I'm talking about I took some tablets and drank it down with water or juice. I think it was blackcurrant. So that's what this lady was referring to. And again, it wasn't the fact that she was asking why I was taking medication, what the medication was, why I didn't explain to people what medication it was and stuff like that. It was the fact that it started, what the hell? And that got my back up. Anyway, I then got, about an hour after I noticed the comment, I got a message from Colour Pencil magazine, and it was the comment, copied and pasted, and then something to the effect of, this doesn't look good, can you edit this? Because obviously Sally wanted to promote the video as well. The whole idea of the collaboration, according to Sally, was that it was to get readers of Colour Pencil magazine to be aware of the Art Gear Guide as well. Okay, so it was kind of like to bring her viewers to the Art Gear Guide, which obviously is a fantastic thing for me. So obviously she had to promote the video, and I assumed that she didn't want to promote it with that comment in there because it started with what the hell. Now, ordinarily, regardless how bad a comment is about any of my reviews or my artwork or anything like that, I keep them up. Providing there's no swearing in it, I keep them up. And the reason why I do is because it's disingenuous of me to have all these videos out there with just all these wonderful reviews in it. That would not be right. And if somebody sits there and watches my review, they are entitled to their opinion. If they think it is terrible, if they think the work is bad or whatever, they are entitled to their opinion. And I don't see why I have the right to remove it off there. Well, I do have the right, but I don't want to. I leave them all up. And so I sent the message back. I deleted the lady's comment and I sent the message back to Sally saying, I've deleted it. I don't normally like doing it, but I've done it because I understand you're promoting it through the magazine. And she said, no, I didn't mean for you to remove the comment. I mean, can you delete the medication part, taking the medication? It doesn't look good. And so I kind of was like, at first I was a little bit taken back by it, and I thought, I don't understand. I don't understand what the issue is here. I'm sat in my own house. I'm taking prescribed medication. I'm not jacking up. I'm not taking heroin or crack cocaine or anything like that. I'm not putting injections in me. I was putting a couple of tablets in my mouth, which could have been chewing gum for all anybody knew, except for the fact that I announced it on one part of the video and said that. And so, but I went ahead and I went over to YouTube and I edited. At that part, I only edited out the first part of the video where I was setting things up. I was taking the medication. I wasn't aware. If you watch the video, you'll notice it kind of like the start of it starts in the middle of a sentence. And that was why I didn't go into the other two parts of the video and edit those as well. Because normally when I'm editing my videos, I put it up in Final Cut Pro, which is quite powerful software and allows you to cut and splice all these video clips, which is how I do it. That's how I'm going to do this as well. When I sit and do a 20-minute video, it'll take me an awful long time because I can't sit for long periods of time. And so I knit them all together. And you'll notice sometimes in some of the intersections of videos, where I want you to know that there's a cut, I'll put like these little fadey lights and all. Well, I couldn't do that over on YouTube. YouTube have a very limited thing for editing the videos once it gets automatically uploaded there. Because when you're doing a live stream, it doesn't, you can't start editing it in third-party software. It goes straight up onto the YouTube platform. So I did it, but then I sent an email and I said, right, okay, I've done the first part of it. I've edited the first part of the video, not the others. But I'm not going to be able to do these live streams again if this is an issue, if this is a problem, because. And then I listed all the medication I take, the different times that I've got to take it. I just wanted Sally to be aware that it wasn't like I'd been 12 hours that day without medication and just decided to take it at that time. I take medication every hour. There's certain medication I take every hour on the hour. There's certain medications I've got to take every 2 hours, every 4 hours. They all go. I take an awful lot of medication throughout the entirety of the day. Like I said, and so that's what I was trying to get through, that I hadn't just gone like 12 hours without any pain relief and then just decided to do it on this video. And also bearing in mind as well, for me, it was midnight. It was really late. And I was in an awful lot of pain because it's towards the end of the day in any case. So I was saying I just couldn't do it anymore. Not that I didn't want to do it, because I said on the video that, or the email, I do want to do them. I loved it. I enjoyed myself. I was really looking forward to doing more of them. But I physically can't do that. And then Sally had said, I only had the issue with the beginning part of the video, not the other parts. And again, that confused me. I didn't understand why if I took medication at the beginning of the video, why is it different at the beginning and not at the other two times? So anyway, I left it at that, and I thought to myself that, I'm not just talking about I'm not going to do any more live streams for like a collaboration with Colour Pencil Magazine and me. I'm talking about me as well, because it wasn't just Colour Pencil Magazine that didn't like it. It was obviously a viewer, and I'm not going to start pushing. I'm not going to try and start just actively going out to upset people. So I then got this email back from Colour Pencil Magazine directly after I had sent that, saying, I'm not obviously going to be able to do any more. And they were clearly unhappy with what I had said. It was clear in the emails. They said that they actually said that they were disappointed, and that I'm sorry, I get mind blank sometimes. They just said that they weren't very happy and stuff like that. They didn't care whether I was going to do a live stream again or not, and that was that. And it was clear because a lot of the content of the message was written in block capitals, which everybody knows means that you're shouting. So I could tell that they weren't happy. So, but I left it at that. Now, when I received this email, not last night, the night before, it had said, I've left it a month. You haven't bothered to contact me. We think, we're very disappointed in you. We think that we're going to cut ties with you. Well, but that wasn't strictly true because in the time I didn't reply directly to the email, but I had been in contact with them because I had submitted 3 reviews to them, and I had also been in contact with another member of the team at Colour Pencil Magazine, talking to them about things that are going on with regards to Derwent's new Lightfast pencils. Because I still have all the emails and correspondence and the fact that I sent those reviews as well. And so, as far as I was concerned, I'd been in contact. I'd done this. I'd sent the reviews. I had been talking to a very senior member at Colour Pencil Magazine. So it wasn't like it was just somebody lower down the chain that didn't tell Sally about it. Sally would have known I was in contact with this person because it is her husband or partner. And I just assumed that was it. But I sent a message back and I said, listen, if you want to get rid of me, I understand that. It's not obviously what I wanted, but I didn't respond to that email because I knew it would have done what's happening now, which was we were starting to get cross and angry with each other, and starting to debate something that didn't really need a debating. I didn't understand that. I was just saying that I couldn't do live streams anymore. That was it. Because they have a right not to, if they didn't like something about the video, that's fine. But if I can't physically change that, if it was just like something that was within my realm of being able to change, I would have changed it and done it. But I just can't change it, so I can't do it. It's just, that's a really simple thing. It wasn't me getting cross with them or anybody else. I just couldn't do it. But nonetheless, they were really angry and they didn't want me to write reviews anymore. So that was that. I then said, we spoke back and forth, and I said, right, you know what? Listen, I'm incredibly grateful for all the things that you've done for me over the last 18 months or whatever it's been. And thank you both so much because Sally's partner as well, has been really great and helpful as well. I've gained a lot of knowledge and advice from them, that type of thing. And I wish the magazine well. I said, I hope that the magazine grows from strength to strength, continues growing and stuff. I wish you all the very best in the future with everything you do and stuff like that. And then I get this message back saying how ungrateful I am and how disappointed they are and how no good deed goes unpunished. And I says, how I don't understand how you feel you're being punished here. I didn't understand that at all. And then that's like I said, that's when I had said, about left the email asking about how they wanted to announce this, and that's where we are now today. And so I want to make a few things clear. I still stand by, like I said, everything I said about that magazine. If you're a colour pencil artist, I think it's one of the best platforms or publications for you to get hold of to learn about the medium, discover new artists, and get competitions, and to become involved in the community. It's a fantastic magazine, absolutely. I still stand by that, and in fact, I'm still going to be a subscriber myself. I was a subscriber before I started writing, and I'll be one after as well. Just because of this, it's not going to make me, not want to buy the publication anymore. Because I enjoy reading it. I enjoy reading what other artists have to say and stuff like that. I am obviously incredibly confused about the entire situation, but nonetheless, that is their choice to make, and they're free to make it. I just think the way it has been done is baffling to me. I don't see what I had done that was so terribly wrong, to warrant that. But nevertheless, like I say, it is their right. They are allowed to do it. So that's where we are. And like I say, I don't know whether making this video was a good thing or a bad thing. But two things I did know. I had to let you guys know that I wasn't going to be writing reviews for Colour Pencil magazine anymore. And I also had to let you know the reason why I'm not writing reviews anymore. Now, had it have been a case of me just saying, you know what, enough's enough, I'm moving on to try different things, then I'd have said that. I'd have said, I've decided to leave Colour Pencil magazine because I want to try new things. And that would have been the end of the video. But that's not what happened, and that's not the way it is. I was writing reviews for Colour Pencil magazine. They didn't want me to anymore, and I had to let you know that. And I couldn't just say, I couldn't just come out and say, I'm not writing reviews for Colour Pencil magazine anymore. They didn't want me to do so, and just leave it at that. Because then that leaves so many unanswered questions just hanging in the air there. Well, what have you done? Have you done something to warrant them doing this to you? And so that was the reason why I've explained this the way I have, in the best way I can, without divulging far too much detailed information that I'm probably bound by some sort of thing. I did sign a non-disclosure act when I first started there, but that was about a separate thing. And non-disclosure act or not, that thing that I was told, just the person I am, I would never divulge that to anybody else because it was told to me in confidence. And anything that's told to me in confidence, I will keep to the day I die, regardless who it's from, regardless what contracts I signed to say that I'll do that. I wouldn't do it in any case. It's as pure as simple as it is. If somebody tells me something and they want me to keep it to myself, that's where it will stay. But so anyway, that's where we are now. So going forward, obviously, I'm just going to be doing reviews as I have been. Nothing's going to change. All the contacts I made while I was doing reviews for Colour Pencil magazine were contacts I made. I'd gone out, I'd spoke to people, I'd spoke to the companies. I hadn't done anything actually through Colour Pencil magazine. It wasn't like I had used all their contacts. I hadn't used any of their contacts. They don't give their contacts out, and I completely understand that. When you develop a contact with a company, it generally takes quite a bit of work doing so, and it's you can't just do all of that work and then just hand it over to somebody, which I understood and completely understood that. But all the stuff that I've done so far has been my own doing, going out and talking to these companies, not going out, just picking the phone up or emailing them, whatever. But so I hope things don't change. I hope that nothing changes. I hope something doesn't happen. But that's what I'm making this video for, hoping to get some advice from you guys. If you think that this video was wrong and I've done something wrong, tell me. I'll take it down, I'll amend it, I'll do something, I'll change it to make it better. But the message has to get out, and it has to be the truth. That's the bottom line. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video and putting up with this nonsense with me for this 20 minutes or whatever it's been. But I'll see you all again in the next review. Bye.